or he's bluffing, and he's like a freaking bluffing machine, having like Jack 10 with a spade, King Jack with a spade, King 10 with a spade. And I actually think I like a catch here without being tilted. Like, I have big history with that guy, and let's go crazy for once. Right, so let's get things started here. Let's go with those aces up here. I did 4-bet against the big blind. I think I'm even sizing down further in that board texture and that stack depth. The classic min raise. And here I don't see like, I mean, something like ace, king, whatever with a club could be a min raise and then fold here, but this is not happening. He has queens, maybe he has jacks, he can have whatever, a flush draw, so I prefer to get it in here. I call with the aces with the club, not expect any folds here, so it's just a king could kill my action. That's mainly what's going on here. Oh, there we have the king, so yeah, getting it in there was pretty important. Were there very Zoom 500 streams from Austria? I don't know what the big difference is in streaming Zoom 200 or Zoom 500. It's mainly even same people. But I guess when I'm in Austria, just flying in there for a week, I won't do streaming. I will then focus on playing the best tables and highest stakes I can find to get some volume in there. Here are those trips 6s, so it is possible to flop trips at least, that's good. The flush board is not great. We get the snap call. He has all kinds of ace of spades, hopefully, with his 50, what is it, 53 VPIP. So it's way more likely as an offsuit hand that includes the ace of spades than a flush. So we have a very clear value bet here still, even though he has some flushes, and I think I'm just attacking that, sizing up a little. I don't care about being balanced at all here against a 53-4 guy. We get the call. And he had exactly what I was talking about. He had the ace of spades with an 8. So it's just like, was not too tough to read people on hands here. When you know, okay, he has all offsuit aces probably, and this is how he plays just all of them. That's just a hell lot of combos. Worrying about 4-bets though, this is obviously pretty much 100% flat against 4-bets here, but against tighter players. 2017, I marked him green, not because he's a fish, but for another reason. But yeah, I mean, reads are not strong enough. He's definitely 4-bet bluffing as well, so reads are not strong enough to just randomly overfold ace-queen off against a 4-bet. This seems a little dangerous, definitely calling here, but it's always like the super strong sizings where they really size down, but I have plenty of king X that I'm not folding. I have quite some jack X, so I feel good, again, as always, in that kind of pool. Overfolding slightly. And yeah, I don't expect him to have pockets too often. Right? Maybe pocket 10s, that's okay. But not 9s, 8s, 7s, so I do not need to try to fold them out or anything. I'm checking down, hoping to take it down on the river to just win at showdown. And since I'm splitting with any ace, so I need him to call a random king. I don't see that happening against a kind of tighter player. I'm just checking back that river top pair here. I see him trap some boats. And yeah, that's the pocket 10s, the one hand we were talking about. That is still, it was not a bluff apparently. They have some bluffs. They are doing some okay, good bluff catches. So I need to play like somewhat good poker. And yeah, then I have like some rare colors I use for like special things. Like I won't tell you what I actually think about that guy. That's like a very special thing. Right here, Tim Kenyon is definitely trying to play, so we try to play as well and not overfold that flop. Half pot is a decent size he's using there. I have a random pair of 3s, which is obviously not great. I can start betting some. I'm not sure about that hand though. Now if I bet now river a 4, he has quite some 8x, so my upside is not too big. I can fold out his air obviously, but and he has like king 9 suited, stuff like that. He has king jack of clubs. So I keep it in, and now if he bets I have a random catcher. If he checks, I'm pretty much always winning. Yeah, that sucks because actually like on that 7 turn he raises, he checks quite some strong hands because it's just such a good card for me. Though I'm unblocking all his bluffs, right? Not blocking value either. I don't have read, so I will catch that sometimes. I think that number is good enough for me for a catch this time. Yeah. King 10, right? That's fine. Half pot. That's like exactly what he reps. Like it's now, right, against the player in yellow, I would just fold 100% there. Because no way they find enough bluffs. Maybe still he doesn't, right? But now I have the impression and the stats and everything that tell me, okay, he might be loose enough. And then it was very, very easy to actually overbluff that spot. And he starts off with loose enough ranges. So this here is a nicer spot. I did see that the flop faced a small raise. He calls turn when check, unfortunately. And now he probably has a 10. I have the nuts, and I can do blocker bluffs here. So this is the only sizing I'm using. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching my Twitch highlights. If you like those videos, make sure to give it a like and to subscribe to the Poker Code channel here. Let's see some more cool hands. And now 25 to 50, what open race is the best? It's all the same. Like it's important that you know, it's like EV is very, very, very close. If we think about playing perfectly, it's really just what you feel comfortable with. Some players like to play tight ranges. Some players like to be a little looser and navigate their way through post-flop. It's important that you know your range, and every open race sizing comes with a certain range. It's like if you play 3x, you have to stay tighter, right? If you play very small, you have to open raise a little more. So this is, but it's really up to you. There's no better or worse, really, if it's not like 3.5xing. So this guy actually here is quite loose, so we cannot overfold. But against that big sizing, we need to adjust to the sizing, and Queen 10 suited should be pretty damn close. I prefer to have a king or an ace for my 4-bets. I think this is the guy that we 4-bet against before. I will do that call here. And seems like he just hit trip kings that we were looking for, or are looking for the whole session. So what I double checked is here just his big blind. He likes 3-betting from the big blind. Some people are missing that. So he has quite something. We play normal. So Queen 10 of clubs is a float here with our backdoor straight, backdoor flush draw. Unfortunately not blocking King 10 and King Queen suited. That he should have quite some frequency as well. And against his check, this could be, I mean, it's quite a high frequency stab. Sometimes check back to bluff later. And yeah, folding out some random ace highs. Still having equity when called. Obviously I can't value bet hitting a queen or a 10, but still sometimes winning, that's good. That 8, I mean now jamming, I don't want to have hearts. And yeah, I think that spot is actually fine. I do float some 6-7s as well. I can play like that. I have 5s, obviously. I have ace king sometimes. I have king queen suited all the time. It's a little nicer if we have the lookalike, but here it's not possible. So I'll go for that jam here. Pretty much wrapping king x plus. I can't value jam queens here. So I expect him to never fold aces. So yeah, maybe my jam is actually not that great if I block queens and 10s. But yeah, I was looking for the snap fold of ace queen, ace jack of hearts. This is the spots I don't like too much here these days, because it's like I have the feeling that people just, yeah, it's goose score, that he will have the bluffs and then make those kind of calls that they do not do against anyone else in the pool. So actually this is, I mean, I still try to play somewhat okay. But this is just, I get ridiculous, not ridiculous, that's a fine call, but it's a losing call against pretty much any player in that pool, right? So that's kind of the part I need to adjust to, that that players know my name, and just for that reason. It's like I have that feeling every single time someone starts going into the 20 or 10 second plus tank, they're not going to fold like ever. Like they think about it, and then they call. That's like why this year, I mean, it's a jam where I need more than 60% fold equity, I guess, to make it plus CV, and just like I do not really see that. It's a fine jam, but yeah, still, this is what I'm working on right now, especially off stream. I don't want to tell everyone how much I'm overfolding to people or bluffing or not bluffing, but it's really that kind of the problem that yeah, if where's my buddy Wreck Punter, no one ever would think about calling this jam against you. Like I bet everything. And this here down here is a freaking weird action. We got my open raise, a call, we got a jam, and then we got a call against the jam. So my ace king is a very clear fold here, but I mean, he's playing 25 and 19, so this is like super weird. Ace king versus tens. I'm not sure whether I need to get in there with ace king in Tim Kenyon's shoes. It's like never making money if you don't have a, like, is that guy 100 BB jamming ace queen if he plays 25-19 so far? I'm not sure, but okay. World of Gamble, and I mean, I can obviously still have it. So yeah, here called 4-bet pot against our friend with the pocket sixes there. Start off betting, it's pretty much a brick board. Doesn't hit anything of that 4-bet range. I do cover both flushes. I can keep betting small. I can start checking. It's both fine. I think against him I just prefer to keep betting. And now I think this is actually a good candidate to check. I just need him to still value bet pocket jacks, which some people are not capable of. But yeah, let's try to play it for real. I mean, I block both the flush draws that check back. That's like blocking all his check back range. He has 8-7 suited. What the fuck? It's really not my session. The good thing is, for every 8-7 suited he has a 5-6 suited as well. So we can be sure that we get plenty of money in there good, but yeah. So let's focus on that here. We were 3-way on the flop. Small blind did call as well, facing that c-bet of super splashy Russian player. Obviously, I have a mandatory call. And yeah, another one. We don't catch our runouts today. It's very, 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 very tempting to call against that guy because he's just like not jamming thinly here. I have 9x and 6x of spades, pretty much all of them. And that means he needs to have a flush. Or he's bluffing, and he's like a freaking bluffing machine, having like Jack 10 with a spade, King Jack with a spade, King 10 with a spade. And I actually think I like a catch here without being tilted. Like, I have big history with that guy, and let's go crazy for once. Okay, he has the turn straight and goes for the thin value on the river. Okay. And yeah, so really that was a well thought through catch that I would do every time again, actually. So not tilted with how the session went. This is the guy who I caught insane bluffs, who has the most insane stats in the pool. And yeah, that's the guy, like that type of person who tries to 5-bet ace-8 suited and move you off pocket kings for 250 big blind steep, like that type of thing. So if he sees that he has king 10 offsuit there on the turn, with that spade, definitely following up. I'm not sure about his sizing, was maybe a little special, but yeah, a little fancy definitely. And yeah, until the next stream, I will stream next week for sure. Again, not sure about tomorrow. I keep going in the Zoom 200 pool, and yeah, so that's the plan. Thanks for watching the show today, even though it really did not go well. And I try to fight back a little later off stream, and then see you the next time. And good luck at the tables, guys.